Hello, my name is Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 10 young adult romance books, and 2023 sucked. Welcome to my channel. First of all, I want to say I am super out of my element of filming sit-down videos, so bear with me if I am awkward on camera. I feel like this is it's the hardest sort of content for me to film, is just to sit down and stare at the camera like this, because it feels more like a production than I'm used to. Another thing I want to say, I want to apologize for that's going on over there. Squeaking and crunching and stuff. Bomi was laying quietly literally until I tried to sit down to film. And now we have energy again. So I'm hoping she will lose her second wind and go back to bed. But on the off chance she doesn't, I'm sorry. However, I will try to be mindful of when she does squeak, so that way nobody else's dogs are getting upset when you're listening to my video. It feels so weird to be just sitting like this across from you. Like, it feels like I'm at a job interview or something. 2023. It was a year. A lot happened. You know, a lot happened this year. I moved out for the first time. I'm 24 years old now, and I moved out. It was an experience, to say the least. It was actually probably the smoothest it could have gone. That learning curve of getting used to making my own routines occurred this past 2023. I published 2 books. I published Rebelling with the Bad Boy in February, and then I published Fake Dating Football Player in August, at the end of August. I went on 2 trips. I went to Chicago for one to meet my editor, Robin Esperanza, and I went for some K-pop stuff. I also went down to Savannah and met my author team bestie, Autumn Ashley, and it was really, really great meeting her in person and getting to explore Savannah together in Charleston, because we also went to Y'all Fest. I also got a puppy this year. Towards the end of 2023, I did get a little puppy named Bomi. She is a Maltipoo. Do you want to say hi to your loving fans? She is probably one of the cutest puppies I've seen. She's also really good. She loves to sleep. And like, if you love to sleep and you let me sleep, we're besties right off the bat, you know? We've had a lot of fun just hanging out, getting to know each other for the last little bit of 2023. I've had dogs in the past, but this is a whole new experience, having my own, just mine. And it's been really, really fun. Don't eat my hair! 2023 was also the worst year for me creatively, personally. I was actually thinking back about it, and I don't think I've had a year that has like hit me as hard as 2023 did. I feel like there was a lot of growing up into adulthood, and it was just like hit me a lot more than I wanted it to, you know? Like, a lot more than I was expecting it to. Writing burnout happened, and it hit me hard. And for the longest time, I told myself, oh yeah, burnout can't touch me. Burnout, I'm not gonna ever get burned out. Well, it hit me. It did. 1 year being a full-time writer, I was so creatively burnt out, and I didn't want to write. I didn't want to even think about writing. I really didn't want to do anything. We had some mental health revelations towards the end of 2023 that I had been not ignoring for the longest time, and I finally, we just finally focused on it and started putting ourselves first. Now that we've like effectively ripped on 2023, I do have some questions that I want to talk about with you guys and go over them more. They're just like reflecting questions about 2023, and then goal setting sort of for 2024. So that is the topic of this video. I'm sure it says it in the title, but you know. So buckle up. Let me know in the comments any of these questions. If you want to answer them in the comments, let me know. Yeah, let's go. What changes did I experience this year? We talked about that. Like I said, I moved out, and I feel like that was the biggest change for me overall, because well, technically, if I'm getting technical, I did technically move out in 2022, but it was like December 28th of 2022, so this was I was on my own getting used to it, because in the beginning my parents were over every day helping me move in. So I'm gonna still count 2023 as the year I moved out, okay, even though technically it wasn't. But I would say that is the biggest change that I experienced this year. I think it really did push me mentally, and I think I wasn't prepared for the mindset shift that was going to come living on my own, because I've been living with my parents my entire life, and I was used to being their like little girl, the kid they still had in the nest, and so I still felt like a kid like in my head when I was around them. I just still felt childish around them, you know? And I didn't anticipate it to change as much as it did. Now when I'm around them, I don't really feel that sort of old, kind of like kiddish self. And I didn't expect that to change that much. It was both positive and negative. I felt like really good about growing up, but I also felt a little bit sad about sort of leaving that sort of happiness, like worry-free happiness behind. That was also a little bit sad. And I do think moving out kind of hindered my young adult writing a little bit, because it suddenly was really hard to get back into that kind of kid headspace that I had been able to cling on to for so long living with my parents. I talked about what were some moments of joy, but getting my puppy was one of my moments of joy. The next question is, what trips did I take? And I talked about Chicago and Savannah. What was the most difficult thing I faced this year would be definitely the writing burnout. To find yourself so burnt out of something that you've loved for your entire life sucks. It sucks because I had put so much of my identity into writing, and so when I didn't want to do it for that stretch of time, I literally felt so bad about myself. I'm like, who am I without writing? What happened to all of my dreams and my goals and all these things that I wanted to accomplish? What happened? And it was just a very negative experience. So that was the worst thing I think that's happened this year, was the burnout that stretched over the past few months, because I feel like it really did tank my self-esteem. 3 moments I'm thankful for. I'm actually really thankful that I was able to spend Christmas with my family here. I hosted my mother and my father. They came over, and they come over a lot, but we never eat together. Like, even back when I lived at home, we never ate together. We don't have a dining room table at my parents' house. We got rid of it when I was young because there was 5 of us in the house. We had to try and like fit everybody into different bedrooms, so the dining room was kind of the first one to go. So we've never really eaten together, and so it was really, really nice for me to make a dish, my mom to make some dishes, and to just come over here and sit and eat together and just talk together. And then, you know, they watched me open their Christmas present to me. It was just really, really sweet and fun, and definitely like a top moment of the year. Oh, I have to do 2 more. For those of you who don't know, I have gotten into K-pop a little bit more this year. So like, I've been listening to K-pop since 2018, around there. I've been listening to K-pop for a long time, but I've never really focused on a group at all. I don't even know why. I remember when I started to like listen to a few songs by one group, I'm like, oh, I didn't like that for some reason. I enjoyed liking a broad range of K-pop. Back then, I didn't really want to settle myself into one group, which is kind of strange thinking about it. But I don't really know why. I think maybe back then, I still thought K-pop was weird. That's my only explanation for it. But in like March or April of this year, I found this group that I really enjoyed, and it's called Stray Kids. If you watch the vlogs, you know. Stray Kids, like finding them this year has been such like a joy for me. And I know some people think that that's my downfall. Some people think I spend too much time on K-pop. That's your opinion. Totally fine. I'm so like, it's changed my heart in such a huge way, like touched my heart in such a huge way. And it's something like I really can't explain. But for me, like finding that group and sort of like delving into that group has really been one of the best things of 2023 for me. I would say getting a puppy. But getting a puppy is a lot of work, and I'm not going to downplay it. Like, we are having a great time, and I love having a dog, but it has been a tough road. But I will probably still say, but like, that's not like a top, it's like not a moment. Getting a dog isn't a moment. I guess then again, well, I guess getting into Stray Kids was a moment. It was like, I first got into them in a moment. I'm gonna say though, getting Bomi was one of the best things out of 2023 too. I am excited for like to have a buddy to like grow up with. I'm like old already. I'm grown up already, but to have I'm not old If you're older than me, I did not say that. You didn't hear it. But to have like a little companion that you're going to have for potentially the next 12, 13, 14 years, that's really cool. And I'm excited to see like how we evolve together. I've already been taking like so many pictures of her because she's just so stinking cute. And like to have that like sort of bond grow is really cool. Because it wasn't an instantaneous love, I will say. Your girl was used to doing whatever she wants, and suddenly she couldn't anymore. I do really enjoy kind of us just getting to know each other and, you know, stuff. Sounds like I'm in a relationship. I wish. Oh, the next question. How did my relationships change this year? I don't really think they did much at all. Like, I talked about the relationship with my parents. Bomi, no. I had a few people in my life this year that I just kind of grew away from. We grew away from each other. We prioritized different things, and, you know, so that, I suppose, changed. I would say I got close with my cousin because I introduced her to Stray Kids, and then we bonded over that, so that was probably something that changed too. Did not get a boyfriend this year. No. I had that on my 2023 bucket list, or like goal list, you know, I had it on my list. Didn't happen. But we did go on 4 first dates. 4? 2 in June, 2 in August. So we did get out of that. We did meet some people, you know, we did go out there. We did step outside of our comfort zone. So I do applaud myself for that because dating is so hard. Guys, it's so hard. The biggest thing about me that's changed in the past year. The biggest thing about me. I think I've become more independent. I mean, obviously, because now it is just me. Well, me and my dog. I have become more independent, I think, and able to do things more. Before I got Bomi, I was getting out of the house like once a week, maybe twice a week to get out and write. It was very, very nice. I miss it. One day, we'll be able to leave you and you won't freak out, right? Yeah? I think I really like how my personality evolved this year. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I just feel like a little bit more, I feel more like an adult, which is strange because I don't feel like that sounds like a good thing, but I enjoy that aspect about how I feel. I don't know, what is the biggest thing that's changed about me? I don't know, I've gained some weight, you know, does that count? How many K-dramas did I watch this year? This one I added for myself because I found like these questions from different websites and stuff. But I did obviously want to include this one. But let me look. How many K-dramas did I watch this year? I should have counted this out before. I'm very sorry. Because I know which K-drama was my first K-drama department. And it was Weightlifting Fairy Kimbokju. So 1, 2, 42, 45, 46, 47, 48. 48, and I'm actually just about to finish my 49th. Oh my gosh, wait. I need to watch one more. Maybe I can find like a movie. Because that is right? Now, let's hop into 2024 goals really, really quick. See how far I can get before my battery dies. What is my word for 2024? I don't have a word for the year yet. I went back and forth and I'm like, what word am I feeling? What word am I resonating with? And there really isn't one that's found me just yet. My word for 2023 was... what was that word? I can't remember now, but I'll put it up on the screen because I have it written on my planner upstairs. I think for the year for 2022, was it Thrive? It wasn't Thrive. Was 2022 Thrive? Don't know. I don't have an idea yet. So let me know your word for the years down below. Maybe I will be inspired. Do I have any routines I want to incorporate in 2024? I actually want to start going on walks every day, not immediately, like after winter has passed, because I do want to start taking Bomi on walks, but it's just so cold now that I don't really think that's a good idea. But that's something I really want to do, is take walks every day. Try and get a good word count a day, and good is ambiguous, you know, maybe 100 words for one day, that's a really bad day, is a good word count. Or 1,000 words or 2,000 words. I do have a goal come January that I want to do every day for word count, but we'll talk about that in a different video. What's something I want to experience in 2024? I mean, I don't know. I want to experience life in 2024. Maybe this is the year we get a boyfriend, friends. This could be the year. Probably not, but it could be. What do I want to prioritize this year? Writing, my health. I feel like I did a really good job in the latter half of 2023 prioritizing my health up until maybe November. I had a great gym routine going kind of, and then November and October was when my mental health kind of took a nosedive, so we stopped going to the gym. So I do want to prioritize my health again this year, take writing back and make it more intentional this year, because I feel like I wasn't intentional about it in 2023. I was just like, oh, I'll write when I feel like it. Well, it suddenly turned into me never feeling like it. So I do want to be more intentional and prioritize that. What would a successful year look like to me? Honestly, a successful year, I'd be publishing at least 2 books, ideally 3. And to me, that is success, because publishing a book means writing that book, editing that book, getting that book ready for publication. You know what I mean? It's kind of all encompassing in that. 2 books at least. I'd love 3, but coming off of this year, we are kind of like being kinder to ourselves and not going to push limits too much. Oh, and the next question was, what is a goal for the new year professionally? Which is kind of what I just said. But it's just to like find a better balance of life and writing and, you know, be more intentional about it. That's kind of my overall goal. And that was rushed, but like with my camera blinking at me, I'm afraid it's gonna die any second. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. I know it was a little bit, you know, weird because sitting down videos are weird, but I know you guys like them too. So like, I don't know. But here's to a beautiful 2024, a nice little reset for those of you who are resetting. I am trying to reset and start 2024 on a fresh note. So if you are in the same boat, here's to a good new year. Happy New Year today, because I think today is the day I'm posting it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below, what is one of your goals for 2024? What your word for the year is? Any of those questions you want to answer, let me know in the comments. I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm an indie author of 10 young adult romance books, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Ooh, we made it! Haha. Also, of course, she stops crying and goes and lays down the second I turn the camera off. How does that happen? How does that happen?